Hi everyone. I got a little bee in my bonnet because I don't know, there's so many precious flowers who take offence at every little thing, and I wouldn't mind if I was being particularly forthright, as I do, or particularly going for the jugular, as I have done with that thing in Kuwait when she was doing things to my family. But when I simply make a comment, and that comment in passing refers to someone who is no longer with us, someone who has passed, then where's the problem? It's a comment. What do Shakespeare, Alfred Lord Tennyson, Queen Elizabeth II, Princess Diana of Wales, Karl Marx, George Washington, what do all these people have in common? Natalie Wood, James, what's his name, Rebel Without a Cause, James Dean, Elvis Presley, people from all walks of life, and they've all passed. Should we suddenly stop mentioning them, stop reading about them, stop buying their records or vinyls or going to concerts at the Abbey's? I believe there's a concert where with Elvis, who is it? He's on with singing, the Philharmonic Orchestra, and it's all done in like hologram. Should we not attend these spectacular events simply because the person has passed? Should I never mention my mother again, my father, my brothers, my sister-in-law, especially my husband, all because they've passed? No, you don't. It's ridiculous. In a couple of the comments in my last video, people have objected to my mentioning Life by Jen. And this has happened every time. Well, there's only been a couple of times, but each time that I've made reference to Jen, or that we haven't heard anything from Jean, that we don't know the cause of death, but that the channel's still up, still making money for somebody, but we don't know anything. There's no new uploads, there's nothing. And it's total, in my opinion, right now, and I'm not pointing the finger at Jen because she's not here, but whoever is running that channel is showing a total disrespect to Jen. Did she want it left up? If she didn't, take it down. If she did, then at least have the courtesy not to disrespect other YouTubers and people who followed Jen for years. I was one of them, on and off, from way back when her other channel, what was it? Big girl from a small town, something like that. And where Jen herself, Jen had said about her problem and how it had overtaken her life, and how her mother, I'm not sure how old her mother was when she passed, but I believe that she had both cancer and had been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. And she would, I'm not sure what the living arrangements were then or how it was organised, but she would take Jen's meals upstairs to her in her bedroom, and everything had to be perfectly right. Jen said that she would verbally abuse her mother. She threw the tray across the room. She, I believe, slapped her mother. All this is on Jen's admission on that other channel. That other channel is no longer up. But people who are now white knighting and wanting to change historical facts need to stop. You need to stop and start, paying attention to and valuing the truth of the matter. Now, my opinion, for what it's worth, is that Jen had a chance to change her life. I think a big mistake was allowing Jean to move in with her. You're all going to go up in arms by that and say, oh, but she had love in the last few months of her life. Did she? Is it love to feed someone chunks of cheese when you know they're a food addict? Is it love to sneak food into the hospital when you know they're a food addict and need to be on a particular diet? Is it love to give up the job you've got and get subscribers, a couple of subscribers? I know who you are and you know I know who you are. To pay money to Eugene, allowing you to stay at Jen's bedside 24/7. You didn't need to be there 24/7. She was being looked after. You should have been at work and going in after work and then going home. That is what any sensible person would do, isn't it? So we haven't had the courtesy of being told what happened to Jen. But I think we can all take an educated guess that it was weight related. And somebody had mentioned to me, I don't know how they knew, but she had real problems with her chest and breathing difficulties. Well, that's understandable too. I'd like to think that she passed peacefully and that she's now with her mum somewhere in paradise with everything as it should be and just love. I'd like to think that. For those of you who are saying you haven't heard anything from Jean, no, he hasn't put anything out except there was a Facebook post, and I'm going to play it for you. Yes, I'll play it for you now, and then I'm going to put the video where it was extracted from. I'm going to put that video up. A little bit of comment from me, but not much, and I'll just let that video run and put the link to it in the description. In the meantime, have a listen to this, if I've got it at the right point. Right, hang on. I hope you can hear it. This is Jean.
Many of you may be aware of my fiancée passing, Jennifer Gwen N. Armstrong Stevens. In my grievance, I feel as though no one will understand. No words will ever describe what I have been through losing my love. She was the most sweetest, beautiful, loving, compassionate, sexy, passionate, classy, witty, creatively amazingly sweet little delicate flower of a woman and person I've ever known besides my mother and father. There is too much to say here about how much I looked up to her and admired her. No one can judge enough to take away the love and care I have for her, not even God. I've felt like I've been stuck in mud since, but am fighting my way out of the ditch of grievance. That's all I am going to express here. Love and peace to all.
Well, wasn't that as sweet as honey poured?
Wow. I think he meant grief and not grievance. And I took that as being like tongue-in-cheek, his sweet little petal flower, or whatever he called her. That wasn't Jean's voice, obviously, but that was Jean's post on Facebook. So, digest that. Have a think about what you think about that, because that's why I didn't talk through it. And I'll put another video up in a bit. And put well, I'll play the video entire, speak a little bit, and put the link to the channel in my description. But I hope that sets the point that I'm not evil, I'm not spiteful, I don't hate Jen, I don't hate anybody. I've come close to it, sort of. I don't like that sort of feeling. I don't like the word hate. And I wouldn't want it applied to me. So please, just shut up with your nasty comments. Okay. Speak to you all later.